I'm a three-point turn my way out this bitch. Ugh. Yeah. So I had a shit weekend. No, I had a fantastic weekend. So what did I do Friday? I'm like blanking on what the fuck I did Friday. I know I didn't like do much, but like usually when I don't do anything on Friday, I remember. Like I remember sitting around. Came home from Thanksgiving on Thursday. Went to work on Friday. Got off at 3. I got off really early. I was gonna check my photos. I don't think I did anything on Friday. I think it was just a very boring. Yeah, because I wanted to make it. I came home from work and I got right back into bed. And like, I don't think I took a nap. I think I slept for like maybe an hour or something. And then I got up and just like dicked around in the living room. Yeah, that is a really boring Friday night. Saturday, however, was fucking awesome. So, I woke up and was just, it was like raining really hard. And so like the rain, like on the roof, like it sounds so nice. It's just so like soothing and just, it's really nice. I love it when it storms. And then on top of that, I live under a roof. And so it's just awesome. I love it. So I was laying in bed listening to that. And then I was just thinking, I was like, oh my God, our date is tonight. I'm so excited. Well, okay. So on Friday at work, I was texting Nathan and I said, I don't remember what I said, but, I think we were talking about the coin toss. I don't know. But so, he said, give me your address whenever you have a second. And I'll pick you up at 5. Sound cool? And I was like, yeah, it works. Sounds perfect. And so gave my address and then I said, sounds perfect. And then he said, cool, thanks. Can't wait, smiley face. And, he said, can't wait, smiley face. And so because I got that text and I remember I was in a house when I got that text. I was in a master bath actually when I got that text. Whee! Yeah, you can fuck off speeding up. Fuck you. And so I was in a house when I got that text and I just kept like reading it over and over again because I was like, look, can't wait, smiley face. Oh, it's so cute. And so I kept rereading it. And then I reread it to the point of like 6 o'clock where I just was straight up forgot. I think I either forgot to reply or I decided not to reply. I don't remember. But the next morning I felt bad about not replying. And so I texted him at like 9 a.m. I was like, sorry it took me almost an entire day to reply, but I also can't wait, smiley face. We're still on, yeah? And he goes, sure are. I was like, cool. And then he texted me and then the rest of the day went on. I was really excited all day. I went to Plato's, got a new shirt for the day. I got 2 new shirts. I got like one summer shirt and then a new date shirt, or just a new shirt in general. It's really cute. And then I got a couple new rings and I got a new necklace and the trip to Plato's was good. And then I went and got groceries. And then before I knew it, it was 5 o'clock and I was dressed and ready to go. And he picked me up and I walk out of the gate and I walk around the corner and he's standing there and he goes, there she is. And I was like, oh, hi. And he hugged me and then we got in his car and he's like, so you remember how last time there was like just a lot of trash like in my car? I was like, yeah, from your roommate, right? He's like, right. Yes. I was like, because he was all gone then. And I was like, yeah, so like, you know, it's not here anymore. He's like, well, yeah, I went and I know you said that you didn't care at all, but I was thinking about it all night, and so I went and had my car professionally cleaned today. He went and paid $35 to have his car professionally cleaned before our date. And what's funny is like, so he knows the guy at the cleaner place, and so he was like, all right, give me the $35 one. He's like, oh, the big boy one, you know, the hot date tonight. And he goes, fuck you. Yeah, I do, actually. And so I thought that was really cute. And so we get in his car, we start driving. He pulls up his Spotify and he was listening to Hippocampus. And I was like, oh, nice. And he's like, oh, yeah, I started listening to this because you said it was one of your favorite bands. It's totally right up my alley. I'm totally into him. I was like, cool. And so he was listening to fucking Hippocampus. So, like, on our our way to the restaurant, we were listening to Hippocampus. It was just so nice. And so that was really, really cool. And so we get to the restaurant, and we walk in. We have to wait like 10 minutes. We go stand outside. We talk about Thanksgiving. And then we come back inside. We get our table. We get food. He gets like this soup thing, which I guess he didn't know it was going to be a soup, but he's really big on like trying new things that he's never tried before. So he was like, I knew the ingredients. I didn't know it was going to come in a soup. Oh well. And so, and then I got like just shrimp lo mein, which I didn't even finish, which I'm just glad I didn't finish it. Because after that, we went to a karaoke. We went to Double D's in Brentwood. It was a karaoke bar, and we karaoke. He fucking karaoke'd with me. But why I'm glad I didn't eat so much, or I didn't eat at all, is because I didn't get drunk. I did not get drunk. I have told myself over and over again that when I drink, I can't eat like if we're gonna start drinking at 9, if I'm like, I have to eat by like 6, at very most 7, like at the very latest 7. If I eat past 7 and we're gonna be drinking at like 9 or 10, I will not get drunk. And that point was proven on Friday or on Saturday, because I had like probably like 5 or 6 whiskey cokes at the karaoke bar, and then I think all night I probably had like 8 or 9 whiskey cokes, and I maybe got a buzz going when we were like in an Uber. Like I barely got drunk. It was insane. But he didn't either, because he was just drinking beer all night. But still, like, but yeah. So yeah, we went to dinner, and then from there we went to the karaoke bar, and he sang karaoke with me. And so he put our names in, like, he mixed them up and then put them in together, so it was like luck of the draw who went first, which that was a good idea. I thought that was really cute. And so it was luck of the draw who went first, and of course I fucking went first. And so I went up there, and I did my I want to dance with somebody, my usual, and he comes back down and he goes, what the fuck? I should have went first. Are you kidding me? How am I gonna follow that? That was amazing. And I got a bunch of compliments, and it was really nice, and yeah, and I just, it was really great. And I want to dance with somebody, and then we both went again, and I did That's What You Get by Paramore, which took a karaoke song. Not great, but it's good. And the karaoke bar actually had a lot of stuff. So I probably am gonna go back. I'm assuming with him, but yeah, I would love to go back. Oh, and something cute I forgot that he said was, he's like, is it weird that I want you to go karaoke with my mom sometime? And I was like, no, that would be fun. So he said that, which is really cute. And then, okay, so from there, we just dicked around and did a bunch of stuff. Oh, and so I think it's something we were talking about at dinner, or maybe it was, or maybe it was when we were playing pool at the karaoke place. I don't remember, but I don't remember how we got on the subject. But he said, I think we were just talking about the apps. Yeah, we were talking about the apps and like the different like lines and stuff that we use. And I was like, I was thankful that his profile said something that I could respond to, rather than just like me having to do my normal line. Which I'm sure he would have replied to anyway. But so he's not really on any social media, besides like Reddit, but that's not really social media. So we're talking about his lines, and he's like, yeah. So I was like on Bumble for a little bit, and then because I felt like it was more like relationship oriented. That's how he said. I was on Bumble before I was on Tinder, because I felt like that was a little bit more relationship oriented, and that's what I'm looking for. I was like, he just said he's looking for a relationship. He's looking for a relationship. And so yeah, that was really cool. And so that was really excited to actually get confirmation that somebody finally is actually looking for a relationship. That was really fucking cool. And so, okay, so karaoke bar, and then we went to, and so like then Emily, because it was like 9 o'clock at this point, because we met up at 5, which I loved. I loved that. I loved that we started our day early. I had absolutely no issue with that. And Emily was like, hey, I just got off. Like, do you guys want to come meet us at Molly's or something? Meet me, Clay, and Peyton at Molly's or something? Or is it too early? I was like, no, that sounds fun. Like, are you up for it? And he was like, yeah, totally. And so we drove to, he parked in Soulard, and we went to Molly's, and he met Clayton and Emily and Peyton was kind of being a bitch all night, so we didn't really meet Peyton, but whatever. And so we were there for a little bit and just kind of dancing and having a good time and drinking there, and And then I guess Emily, so once, because it was Emily's birthday Saturday night, gross. So it was Emily's birthday Saturday night, so she wanted to go to Wheelhouse. So it turned to midnight, we were like, let's go to Wheelhouse. And so we went to Wheelhouse. And it was good, so we got an Uber there, and it was a good time. Like, we Ubered with Clay. Yeah, we Ubered with Clay. And so we got an Uber there, and we had a good time, and I was dancing on him. I was dancing on him. It was great. He actually dances. He likes going out. He likes karaoke. He likes to dance. He danced with me. I'm gonna freak out. And it was just a really nice time. And then there was a dude. Okay, so we were out on the because he smokes, and so we were outside smoking, and a guy came up and was like asking Tim to borrow a cig, or asking like for a cig, and he's like, oh man, I only got like 2 or 3 left, or else I totally would give you one. And he's like, oh man, and Nathan's like, you want like a couple of puffs of this one? And he's like, oh man, bet. And so gave him a couple of puffs, and then this guy was like, man, you've been so nice to me, like give me your number, like you guys do like X? And we're like, I don't know how to answer that, like, yeah, what? And so he's like, yeah. And so the guy gave us three mystery pills, and he handed them to me, and I put them in my pocket, and I obviously later gave them to Nathan, but yeah, I don't know if I've said, but his name is Nathan, and they were like multicolored. They look like fucking Trick cereal, is what I was saying. But so Nathan has like a test kit at home, so he was gonna test them. That's another thing. He likes drugs. I have someone to do drugs with. Well, that's another thing, is I was saying, like I haven't done acid in 2 years because I just haven't had anybody to do it with. He's like, oh dude, like if we've got a free day and you're down, I'm always down. I was like, okay, cool. And so that's gonna be a thing, 100%. I'm gonna take him up on that. And so he gave us these pills, and Nathan was like, oh man, like I don't feel good, like just taking these from me just for a couple of hits of a cig, like let me give you a couple bucks. So Nathan gave him $6 for these 3 mystery pills of varying sizes. Like it was like this one this big, one this big, and one this big. Like it was like 3 different sizes. It was weird. So he's gonna test him when he gets home, or I guess he was going to later. I don't know, but I'll have to text him about it, because I'm gonna text him tonight, because I didn't text him all of yesterday night, because our date went so long. So okay, so we were at Wheelhouse. But by this time it's like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever. It's like 1 o'clock. And so because we went out to the outside for him to smoke like a couple of times, and we saw multiple fights. Multiple people got kicked out. That was fun. And then so while this is my favorite part. So while he was smoking a cig, we're just kind of out there just chit chatting, and I go, hey, I'm really into you. And he goes, I'm really into you. Ah! I met a boy. Okay. So yeah, I'm really excited. About it. It was really sweet. Okay, so from Wheelhouse we just went home, and Clay ended up like getting an Uber with his fucked up friends, Joe and Tim, and obviously different Tim. But the creepy Tim that put his arm around you, that was weird. Or put your arm around him, that was a whole thing. But so yeah, when we got home, they were there, and we were just like fucking around in the living room for a little bit. Emily randomly took a shower, and then after she got out of the shower, was talking to me about how like George was so shitty, and like he didn't text her all night. He like texted her happy birthday, and then like a little bit, and then just like left her on red all night. And so she was like, I'm done with you, which hopefully this one will finally stick, of her like being like, I'm over this, I'm done with you. So hopefully this one will stick. And so and then from there I ran up really fast to my room to like throw everything in my closet and clean up a little bit. And then because it was 2 a.m. and he was like kind of half drunk, and so I was like, do you want to go upstairs with me? And he's like, yeah. And so we went upstairs, and he was like taking off his shoes and stuff, and he's like, I kind of assumed because we're up in your room right now, but like it's okay, it's cool that I crash here, right? And I was like, yeah, of course. And he's like, okay, cool, because I was gonna be really mad if I had to drive all the way back. And I was like, yeah. Or he was like, I wouldn't have been happy if I had to do that. I was like, yeah, no, of course. And then even the next morning, he was like, I'm really glad I didn't have to drive back last night. I was like, yeah, of course. And so we just like snuggled and fell asleep. And then in the morning obviously we weren't cuddling when we woke up, or when I woke up, because he was turning the other way or whatever. But we snuggled some more, because it was really sweet. Because every time, because like I was awake, like I woke up at like probably 7 or so, and I was like doing, because I woke up and I went and walked the dogs for Emily, and I was doing her Instagram post when I woke up, and so I woke up and he was kind of going in and out of consciousness, and eventually okay, dog, Jesus. Eventually he woke up, and every time he woke up, because he would kind of go in and out. Every time he woke up, he would realize that he wasn't cuddling with me, and he would get closer to me, and it was really sweet. And he's a cuddler, and I like that. And he's really cool. And so from there we went to Emily's brunch for her birthday. And he went with us, and he's like, oh, I don't want to intrude. I was like, no, like, because Emily actually really likes him. She's like, oh, dude, he's so cool. I was like, right? He's really cool. And so Emily likes him too. And so she was like, because like I asked her in the morning, I was like, hey, I just took the dogs out. What time do you want to go to breakfast? She's like, oh, let's go at like 10. I was like, okay, cool. So I took the dogs out. Is it cool if I invite Nathan? And she's like, oh yeah, totally. And so he came with us, and it was really nice. And then so this is also my favorite part. So after we got back from brunch, I walked into his car while everybody else went inside, and I was standing outside his car with him, and I gave him a hug, and we were just like standing there, like, so my hands were like on his back, and I think his hands were resting on my lower back or something like that, or around my waist or something. But so I was like, because we have plans for Thursday, because this is another thing. While we were laying in bed, he's like, so next time. I was like, yes. He's like, when is that going to be? I was like, we were talking about Thursday, right? For Shanty night? And he's like, yeah. So Shanty is like some Irish drinking song thing. I'm very unsure about it, but I'm going to meet his friends. So I'm going to meet his friends on Thursday, because he's met mine now. So I'm going to meet his friends on Thursday. And I was like, so we were standing outside of his car, and I was like, oh yeah, so Thursday. He's like, right, Tuesday. He's like, get prepared, it's a drive. And I was like, well, you drive all the way out here for me. And he's like, well, yeah, because I'm driving towards civilization. You'll be driving away from it. I was like, you're right, but I said this while we were laying in bed, but I was like, well, I'll be driving towards you, and that's all that matters. And he's like, oh, Alicia. So that was really cool. And so we were standing outside of his car, and he's like, so next time. And I was like, yeah, Thursday, right? And he's like, yep, I'll send you the address, and we'll be able to do that. And I was like, oh, I don't want to wait an entire week to see you. And usually when I say that, when I go, like, because I remember saying that to Santino, I remember saying that to, I think, somebody else, I don't know. But so I remember saying that to Santino, and him going, oh, I'm just really busy during the week. I don't know, I'm just really busy. And like him like making excuses. And then so I said that to Tim, and we went 2 weeks without seeing each other, Santino, and so I'm so happy that's over. But so I said to Nathan, I was like, I don't want to wait 2 weeks to see you, and expecting him to be like, oh, it'll go by fast, or something silly. He said, I don't want to have to wait 2 weeks to see you. And he goes, well, don't, when are you free? And I was like, I don't know, you want to do something on Tuesday? And he's like, sure. I was like, okay. I was like, do you want me to go there, or do you want to come here? And he's like, I'll come here. I was like, okay, you want to do we can get takeout or something? We can watch a movie? I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, okay. So we're hanging out on Tuesday. So yeah. And then he left. And he texted, we snapped for 5 minutes. Because he was cat sitting, and he texted me a picture of the cat. But yeah, things are going really well with this guy. And I think because things are going so well, and things are going well, I feel confident telling Mom. So the next time I see her, I think because this coming Saturday I'll be going home to clean her house, because she moved her cleaning, which good thing. But so she moved her cleaning, and I'll be going this week. And so whenever I see her on Saturday, I'm going early stages, but I met a boy. And he's nice to me. He's nice to me. And he's really cute. Even Emily thinks so. She was like when I think he like went outside to smoke. She's like, where do you go? I was like, oh, he's outside smoking. And he was like, he's cute. And I was like, right? Okay. So, and then Sunday was boring. We went to bowling for Emily's birthday, then we went to lunch at Big Daddy's, which Big Daddy's is really fucking good bar food. So I really like their Frisco burger, and their fries are really good. And their queso. Okay, so that's all I have. It's 20 minutes now, so I should probably get going. I'll check it on Friday. After both Tuesday and Thursday, so I'll have probably another 20-minute video for you on Friday. Okay. Bye-bye.